Get yourself buckled in. We have got a big day ahead of us. It is the 2023 Battle of the Goats main event. Starting on row 8 after a interesting qualifying day in the rain. Go check it out if you hadn't seen that. We're off. 6 hours to do 2 laps, or just get as far as you can on some of the most difficult terrain North Carolina has to offer. Going through the same Enduro cross we saw from the qualifier. It's a little bit better. It's not as slippery as yesterday, but it's still tough. It's not really Enduro cross either. It's an obstacle course. That's what it is. An obstacle course for dirt bikes. Alright, so we get through that with minimal issues. It's time to settle in. I'm grabbing some water. This has got to be treated like a giant trail ride. You can't push too hard. You'll burn yourself out way too early on. So, taking my time and really pacing myself off the beginning so that I don't overdo it. Saw a lot of this from the qualifier, so we'll jump ahead to this gully that is jammed up. I'm paying for my qualifying result now, starting further back. Working my way into here. It's a mess. It's really tough to get out of these bottlenecks because you roll up and then somebody is directly behind you. You have no room to back up and hit anything with speed, so everybody gets stuck. Then if you try to give some space for the person in front of you, somebody behind you is going to come up and pass you. So you can't let a passing opportunity open up. I couldn't get out of here. There we go. We've got clear trail ahead. I can tell you right now, as I'm watching this, I'm fed up. I am fed up with how I'm doing, especially the qualifier. The Keystone Challenge is coming up Memorial Day weekend down in Pennsylvania. 3 days of hard enduro. Be there, but don't be in my way because I'm going to run you over. Okay, no, I'm going to be more aggressive, sportsmanlike, but more aggressive, more on the offensive, and just going for it. Like, there we go. There's a move. That's what I intend on doing. Now, we'll see actually how that plays out when I'm on the side of the trail, collapsed, trying to catch my breath. But we're working up the chicken fight hole. We're doing actually quite well. It was just that bottleneck that upset me a little bit but that was my own doing with the qualifier.
It's not like fully releasing up.
Oh, shoot.
It's like bent into the cage.
All right, it's great to be out networking, out on the trail, but there's a race going on. I gotta just keep going. What am I doing? I fall for these traps out there. It's not a trap, but I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that anymore. I have to win. I have to be mean. I have to go up and say, oh, that sucks. I just passed you. Okay, no, I'm out of control today. I apologize. If you didn't catch what I just did, I took this outside line there and cut all that stuff to the left out. Pretty good line choice. And actually, look at this. I'm making a pass here. See how I block that potential? I just get in front. You just got to do that. Even if I get stuck, I made a pass. They have to eat my roost now. And, you know, that's just how it's going to be. I'm sorry. This is how it's going to have to be. I was hopping right there. That's why I was so shaky. This last bit, I had to push it. Oh, what is this?
That's good.
Yeah. This looks rough. Going to the right between these trees. There's actually a really good line we scoped out. Just sitting here, when you sit here for a while, you start to see, oh, well, what if you go that way?
I think I got it here. I just gotta...
I got to this one point here. It was like roots There we go. I got out of it. It was such a nightmare. I was stuck for a little bit trying to get up this. You don't realize this is steep. This is really steep, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm just like doing burnouts on a flat area, but trust me. I mean, you hear me giving all this throttle. I'm going nowhere. It doesn't make any sense. There we go, though. I think we got it. We're moving.
I can't imagine how tiring that is, man.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Yeah, I guess there are times where I'm going to stop and talk to people. Oh, boy, look at this. This section was one of the hardest pretty early on in the race, and it's above the chicken fight hole. It's like the chicken fight hole extension, I think they call it. The problem with it is it's really one line. Maybe you could find a couple alternate lines, but you'd be doing something heroic that I'm not capable of.
Ready?
Look at this recoil strap. You pull it, and then it just recoils back in. That's pretty sick. The way this rock is, this is very awkward. You gotta go in this crack to prevent yourself from sliding down. I'm off the bike, trying to walk it down. And then you gotta come down this. You got this root and this rock ledge. I'm using an unconventional technique here to get down that, but we're through. Go up as high as I can.
Yeah, so there's a split rock. You do not want to go that way, all the way up there.
Oh, I should have just kept going. Started to get the speed there. So all the way up high was the line that Kate was talking about. I saw people just pushing their way up to it, and I didn't think it was worth the effort, so I'm going to try the split rock. And it's ice. Look at how slick that is. The real hard part about this is you can't step anywhere. You step on the rock and you're just sliding, so I have no leverage to pull the bike. There we go, a little bit, but there's nowhere to put the bike. I'm standing where it needs to go, so I'm sitting on the rock, running my feet over, trying to get the bike to go up that crack. This is the most bizarre position to be in, but it worked. Then you got to go up through this crack, and it was wet here, really slick. If you're only listening, you might be confused as to what's going on going up that wet crack. Okay. I find this little spot over in this corner where I'm able to back up. I had to do a little maneuvering, but I got a really good run.
That's the way to do it. Get back there and whoo!
I got a compliment out there. Then I really struggled. Another one of these things, and my back end was sliding out of the crack. There's nowhere to stand. I keep slipping. I'm on the ground, frolicking around. I'm playing Twister with my dirt bike.
There we go.
Finally get the thing up into the notch, and I'm able to get moving again. That section was hard. This was hard, but I liked it. Now we got some uphills to do. coming up this, so I didn't want to stop. And I'm just like, go, 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 go. But then I should have known better. There's no traction on the rock.
Rock's no good.
So I gotta back it up. Try to climb up this rut. Oh, come on. This is really steep.
Woo!
Woo, baby. We're moving. Got some steep downhills here.
And we enjoy your videos.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Spirits are high despite being a contortionist and carrying my bike through almost that entire section. We're off and rolling though, it's good.
Woo!
Get up this hill without any issues, but after this, it was all off camber. And so I'm leaning to the right side, so I'm dabbing. I put my right foot down a lot on these off cambers, but this thing just went on and on. My right leg, like, it was cramping up. I was so sore. And I'm like, oh, that's not a good sign. I'm having muscle fatigue pretty early on. The good news is, though, we're coming to our first checkpoint. Yeah, you thought, oh, we're going through the Enduro Cross. That's a lap. No, 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 no. We're only just getting started. We've only gone a couple miles, I think, at this point.
Ah. Ooh, cramping. Should I get gas now, or is it?
A lot of guys are getting gas now.
I go over and get gas. You know, in hindsight, I should have had a second Camelback ready to go. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even fill it up. I'm like, oh, I'll get gas. Didn't even think about water.
I'm starting to cramp. It's not good.
Aerobically, I'm feeling okay. You know, my stamina is there. It's my muscle conditioning that's lacking. Coming off the winter, I haven't ridden and built those muscles up that you use riding all the time. So I'm under-conditioned in that sense. Yeah, cramping could be caused by lack of electrolytes and dehydration, but I was very careful. I mean, I was hydrating a lot. I'm running an electrolyte mix, and it's really not that hot out, so I'm not sweating like I would be in the summer. So it's straight up a lack of training. That's the reason. But I'm pushing on. Oof. That's a big root ball.
Almost.
Yeah. Put some videos out, man.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Probably notice how long it's taking me to get the videos out. I'm taking my time with it. I would kill myself pulling long hours, you know, sacrificing training and riding and working on the bike, sleeping, to try to get the video out as soon after the race as possible, and everything else would fall apart. So I'm taking my time with it. It's more enjoyable this way, too. I like doing it this way. I can go up these creek sections all day. This isn't so bad.
So,
I guess, yeah.
which,
Oh, I don't know.
because it's going both ways.
The trail had a split here. I went to the left. Oh, still real gnarly. There were some roots there that would send you down to the left and get you real hung up. I got through it. When you have steep off cambers like this with roots, you have to have forward speed. If you don't have the forward speed, you're just gonna slide right down. Like right here, just need to carry it over those roots. That's the trick to it. Yeah, here,
I don't want to slide back down that.
the safer bet. I'm picking the safer bet here, just to walk the bike across. I did not want to go back down. That would be horrible. as I'm going through this, I'm like, hey, my technique is almost improving throughout the race as I'm getting into it. My intensity's definitely low. I mean, we're at a just a gradual, like, long distance pace right now. But that's all right. A little further on, this is the American Hard Enduro Waterfall section. I couldn't get up this spot. Like, it's the beginning of it, and it's not that hard. I just couldn't do it. The frustration started setting in. Like, I'm not hooking up. Starting to...
Yeah, man, I'm struggling. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm holding people up now.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
I screwed up with the camera here. I thought it was recording when it wasn't, and there was this big wall. A lot of carnage. I almost jumped off of it. It was crazy. But anyway, I turned the camera back on where we have to come out of this valley.
Uh-oh.
Attempt after attempt, and it was more unsuccessful than successful, so it backed up. People just kind of had to wait for their shot at it.
Nice.
All right, it's my turn to go. Kept it high, good. Rather tip uphill than downhill. That's all we needed there. That got me up it. Now I just push a little bit, get across this off camber, and we're rolling, baby! Got some switchbacks. I really like switchbacks, although I was getting tired. And then when I was in this 20-point turn, Tristan Hart is coming by, the race leader. Just watch this. Backs up, finds some space. Pops up that.
Unbelievable.
His form is so relaxed. He's going fast, but it's not like he's working. He doesn't look like he's working hard, and that's the difference between, like, me and him. Well, there's quite a few differences. Although I can do it. I can just do it. I just can't do it as effective as someone like Tristan. I mean, he's lapping. Think about this. He's lapping me. And I'm only like halfway through the first lap. What? I don't know what this hill's called. I remember struggling on it years past. But I found better traction off of the main line, so I was doing that, and then I was trying to get back up on the trail here. There we go. Although the cramping at this point was starting to really interfere.
This stuff tastes like I'm drinking dirt, but it seems to be helping. It's really good.
I turn around here, and it's Cody Webb in second place, coming up the hill. Ryder LeBlanc in third, right behind him. These guys are in a full-out battle. What's crazy is that Tristan has a significant gap even on Cody and Ryder here. I'm looking forward to the day that somebody starts putting some serious pressure on Tristan from the U.S. And I think it's going to happen. The Hungrier Wolf runs faster. Somebody will do it, and it's better for the sport. It's going to help everybody become even better riders and ultimately contend with the Europeans, you know, the Billy Bolts and Manny Lettenbecklers of the world, which is really exciting. I hope it expands, and I think that's kind of the vision with the Hard Enduro series. I have no idea. I'm just making stuff up here, but
leg cramp like extreme. Oh my God.
Then you've got someone like me, the weekend warrior that keeps coming back for whatever reason. Insanity. It's a shame. I'm really starting to cramp up. Muscular failure is happening. My hands are like locking closed, stuck in fists at times. Then I have to stretch them out, and then my legs are cramping. I was having some weird side cramps, like my back or something. I don't know. Muscle spasms. But we're pushing on. We're trucking. We're trucking on.
Another stream section.
You can tell by my voice. I'm starting to enter that survival mode. Got up that, and we're getting through it. It's not probably proper form. I probably look like a slob out here going up this, but I'm doing what I can at this point.
Oh my god.
It's getting steep. I can see up ahead. There's a couple riders stuck. It's looking gnarly. Oh, wow. I got to there, and I was falling back on the bike.
Ah, man,
Same thing happened there again.
not a good takeoff.
I need to get on top of the bike. There it is. Whew. This inspired me to do some new practice. I've got a dirt mound, and I just get like halfway started up the mound, where it's almost uncomfortable, and it's like a mid-hill start, like a mid-hill launch. Really good practice, and I've gotten a lot better at it. After this race, I was like, man, I'm horrible at starting on like a steep incline. Whew, this is really nasty. Run it out here, but I power up it. I needed more speed from that takeoff, because then I'd get to this point and the rear end would kick out of the rut. That's when Will Preston gets around me from the American Hard Enduro podcast. I always enjoy listening to it after, because you get the hot take from everybody right off the track, and it's always very relatable, the situations that everyone has out there. Will Riordan, the Australian, gets around me. Well, he's lapping me. Thank God this is not a live show, because I just cut out an Australian accent attempt that I'm glad I can edit out. Oh boy, this got tough. Things were getting hard here. This off camber was brutal. Hung up on this tree here. It took a while. This took a while to get out. Very frustrating. And then it got even steeper. Right here. Getting out of here was unbelievable. there was no way. There was no way I was getting up this. I'm like, I'm going to have to carry it. There is no way. I have to drag the bike up this last bit.
I wonder if I can...
Hey, if we can get the rear on this, we'll move the front.
And then Travis Wilson arrives. We team up. We got to get my bike up. I'm going to help him back. It's a multi-person effort to get this thing up this.
That is one way to do it.
It's so much work pulling bikes up the hill. It's more work than riding them.
Woo!
Thanks, buddy.
The thing is, it's not letting up. This was even worse. It was so steep. Travis, I mean, front wheel drive's not even working. I can't even pull this bike up.
Exactly. Let me get another run at it.
Yep, yep.
I was becoming extremely exhausted at this point. I don't think I would have been able to get up this by myself. Travis rightfully earned the Trail Angel Award today. He was my Trail Angel.
Sir, good work.
Thank you. Thanks,
I like
man.
your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I get to the next section. That's even bigger of a hill. Absolute beast of a hill. You gotta go up to the top. I mean, this actually looks steep on camera. That tells you something. So I missed the first part of the hill because I thought the camera was on again. Man, I just couldn't get up to that next switchback right here. And the dirt was so loose, the rut was blowing out. And I was struggling bad here. I don't even remember. At one point here, I'm not even on my own bike.
Okay, yeah, just leave. Yep.
It's all a blur. Luckily, Kate was here to film because the camera was out of battery. I didn't even know what was going on. The struggle here was so bad. I was just done. That took me, I don't know how long to get up, but right after it was a checkpoint, so it was all worth it. I kept going after the checkpoint with about an hour left, and then just hit a wall, literally, at this section right here. I had one crash on this thing. The bike flipped back. It was a disaster. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I am at a dangerous point here.
The ride of shame back.
And there it is, my 2023 Battle of the Goats race. I got 46. I'm not happy about it. I can do a lot better than that. So we're bringing it at the Keystone Challenge coming up this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Be there. I want to hear bells, whistles, everyone cheering. Saturday and Sunday is Tough Like Roar, and then Monday is the Shotgun Hard Scramble. So be there. We'll see you, and we're going to have some fun. Thank you, everybody. Be sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy this. We'll see you on the next one.